Today I want to talk about why you should color correct all your footage, not just footage shot in a log or flat color profile. If you're new to FiLMiC Pro and want to learn how to use the app to its fullest potential, then check out our course, The Complete Guide to FiLMiC Pro. You'll learn how to master the controls and the features of the app, along with best practices for before, during, and after your shoot. Link is in the description. Hey guys, Blake Calhoun here. The iPhone XS Max is really a great phone. Overall, the video quality is excellent, but it does do a few weird things, and that is mainly it affects the skin tone I found. And it also adds some sharpening that you can't override in apps like FiLMiC Pro. But the skin tone issues are something I want to pay attention to today, and how using color correction can actually fix it in post. Although you're not supposed to fix anything in post, are you? So when you look at the original shot, the camera original, it doesn't look bad, especially if you don't compare it to the color graded one. But once you compare them side by side, you start seeing some of the issues. The number one thing is the way the iPhone grabs hotter spots on people's skin, and particularly look at her left cheekbone, camera right. It's not overexposed, but it kind of looks like it is. Since I've shot this stuff, I now lower the exposure just a little bit more, especially on skin tone. But also, more than just making it pop a little bit, it also adds a little bit of magenta to the skin tone, right in the very hot spot. The other thing that's a little bit weird is if you look in the corner of her eye, her left eye, camera right again, there's a little bit of green, and it's not makeup. If you look at the color graded version, it's not there anymore. Again, I believe anyway, it's the iPhone adding some funkiness to the skin tone, some different color aberrations. And as I understand it, a lot of this is coming from the tone mapping. And even though this was shot in FiLMiC Pro, it can't override that. The iPhone is also adding sharpening to the image, and FiLMiC Pro can't override that either. But you can reduce that and make it look better in post. You can soften the image with filters, and then of course you can do color correction like I did here. And I would actually suggest color correcting everything you shoot, especially on an iPhone XS. So here I went in and used Davinci Resolve. Now I'm not going to do a Resolve tutorial here, and this is Davinci Resolve 15, not the newer 16 that just came out. But I just want to show you the steps I did. The first thing is I pulled a key and I raised the exposure on the background, and I also made it a little bluer. And then I added another node and I did more primaries, some offset. I did some noise reduction, and I added a little bit of curve. But the main thing I did was I used an OFX plugin, and that is Magic Bullet Looks. So once that's applied, it really makes everything look much, much better. More or less, I'm adding a film gamma curve to the image, simulating a film stock. Inside the control here, there's various pieces to it. There's a print and a negative stock. You combine those together to get the nice FiLMiC roll-off on the highlights. But the cool thing is, once you find the one you like, it's more or less drag and drop. I didn't finesse this a whole lot. And not only does it make the funky highlights look better, it just gives the overall image a much more cinematic look and feel. That's the other thing about a film look versus a more video-y look. A video look is usually more electronic looking, sharper, usually more contrasty, and it's also often warmer or orange like this. And then a more cinematic look is usually softer, better roll off, and often more desaturated. That can be subjective depending on the project, but as a general rule, that tends to be the case. So on this channel, I talk about log footage a lot and color correcting log footage, but even if you're not shooting log, I definitely recommend color correcting your footage. It can make a big difference just like it did here. It can take it from looking pretty good to looking really good. So definitely don't neglect color correction. And if you do have log footage, keep in mind that we have LUT Packs on our website that work perfectly and are optimized for FiLMiC Pro, log version 1 and log version 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.